Yes, sir. Geeks all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cuz We Geeked. We encourage you to stay geek, man. Listen, we back with a brand spanking new one for you guys. I'd like to thank y'all for joining us. Of course, y'all already know. We got your boy Real. We got BA in the building with us and Big J. Cuz will be back. I think he told me next Tuesday. I think he'll be back on next Tuesday because he's out of the country right now, man. So shout out to him and the wife and the family. They enjoying a little vacation, man. So shout out to him. But yeah, listen, guys, if you're new to the channel, into geek content, of course, do us a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. Join us here every Tuesday evening and Saturday morning, man. Also, too, everybody hit them likes for us tonight. Help us get the likes up. Help us to continue to build the algorithm up to find more geeks like yourselves. Also, follow us on our other channel, Cuz We Geek Clips, where we have the short condensed versions of the show on that channel. So we definitely use your guys' help to grow that channel also. All right, fellas, man. Y'all ready to get to it, man? All right, man. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. So check this out, y'all. Yeah, as y'all know, DC got a movie coming out.
What?
Was it in about 10 days? Matter of fact, well, no, that's the press on the 11th. So yeah, about 10 more days, y'all, and we will be watching the anticipated Superman movie. And of course, y'all already know there are other projects that are going to be releasing for DC here pretty soon. And so let's go ahead and get into that, y'all. Check these out. These are every DC studio project currently set to release. So a lot of these, man, ain't guaranteed, but these are some that's either conversated about or some that's still in production or some that's might be coming pretty soon. We don't know yet, but check this out, y'all. So here's the first little slot here. These are the Elseworld movies and television shows. So on this list right here, guys, I'm gonna read these off. Y'all kind of let me know, man, what's some of the most anticipated out this list that y'all are ready for here. First we got the Batman Part 2. I don't know if that's ever gonna come out.
Didn't they say the script was delivered? They said the script was technically delivered.
Technically it is, but so I was watching something today. James Gunn still hasn't read it yet.
Yeah, they showed a picture. The writers had it on the table and they were standing back all proud.
Yeah, ain't that the one you sent us, BA? I think that's the one you sent us. The picture with the oh, was that you?
I saw it on well, I was watching. I saw a video they had it on there where they showed them standing behind like with the script on the table.
Yeah, they kind of like blurred out a little bit in the background and they showed the script. Yeah. But the second one here, man, this is the Untitled spinoff for Batman. I still don't know what that is. I can't remember what the rumor was it's supposed to be. But
is that spinning off of the Matt Reeves universe, or that's spinning off?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, Matt Reeves, the Elseworld.
Why is that one? That one seemed like that one. See, the problem they're gonna have is that universe seems more interesting. Like the Penguin and the way they delve into that, that seems like that could be more interesting. Because, oh girl, what was the name?
Catwoman.
No.
Oh, you talking about Falcone's daughter?
Remember the Hangman? Yeah, the Hangman.
Yeah, what's her name, man?
I forgot her real name.
Sophie.
Sophia something.
Yeah, Sophia Falcone.
Yeah. But she changed the name too. She changed the name to something else.
Yeah, she changed the name to her mom's maiden name. I can't remember what her mom's maiden name was though.
But that's the way they did Arkham and everything. That just looks interesting. And I know they said they can't cross it over because they said it's just the fields are different, the worlds are different, the stakes are different. But like I said, the universe that Matt Reeves is building seems interesting.
Yeah, so far we can get to part 2. It'd be even more interesting. But I can't remember what the Untitled. I feel like we talked about it before, but I cannot remember what that movie could be. So this one here next is got the Starfire. I think she has an animated show coming out.
Okay.
So I'm not 100% sure about that one. I don't know what that one is. So check this one out. They got they got that My Adventures with Superman. They're coming out with the My Adventures with Green Lantern show. I remember when they talked about this, so this is coming out here too. Superpowers. I don't know what that is, so this is new too.
It's based off the toys. So basically, you're gonna have like Flash and like Green Lantern and a couple others getting their powers, like honing in on their powers in like a school formation or something like that.
Oh, so it's for kids.
Yes.
Okay, got you.
It should be animated.
Yeah, from the title, like it's probably gonna be animated. I can't pronounce this person's name.
Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Yeah, Superman. What's that?
I don't know. Maybe the Black Superman window because Ta-Nehisi Coates he wrote Black Panther for a while.
Oh,
He's
yeah, he
done
the one that
several.
what? Yeah, he the one that did that one that kind of changed the whole like mythos of Black Panther. He
Didn't he
one of
also write the Isaiah Bradley story? I think he also did that for Marvel too.
yes, he did. He did.
Yeah.
I apologize. Yeah, that is him. I don't know what that is going to be though. That's going to be interesting. So the next one here too, y'all. We got Sandman season 2. Did any of y'all watch Sandman season 1?
I did not.
I I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I tried. So from years like growing up, I used to hear people talk about Sandman like it was the greatest thing of all time, and I never really got into it like that. Like I know it was like real popular amongst like comic book readers and stuff. I just never could really get into it. So I figured if I just watched the show, maybe I'll like it or whatever. The show was kind of slow. I didn't like the fact that they gender swapped John Constantine. Um I don't know. I told my wife I'm gonna try to go back and rewatch season 1, maybe give it another chance because people were talking about how good it was down the stretch, and then maybe see what season 2 is talking about. I'm not even sure, but yeah, season 2 is supposed to be coming out for that. Static Shock. This is interesting. So I don't know if y'all heard. They're supposed to be. So they had an idea for a Static Shock movie with what's the boy name? Michael B. Jordan producing, but they put it on hold. So I don't know if that's what that's supposed to be, or it's supposed to be, or they're coming out with another show. I'm not 100% sure. And then of course this is BA's favorite show, Teen Titans Go season 10 is coming out.
It's always good. It's always good to keep that going. It keeps the kids involved.
Yeah, I mean I don't hate Teen Titans Go, man. I think it's funny. I like it. Let's see. This one I cannot see what that is. It's a Batman Aztec something something. I don't know what that is either. But I mean, I guess that's animated too. A lot of this stuff, I don't know if it's like live. It's probably animated.
It's
Other than
definitely animated.
other than the Batman part 2
It's
and the
very
spinoff.
tribalistic for Batman. You know how Batman goes into does time period episode
Oh,
things.
yeah.
So it's very primeval, just throw back into the Aztecs when they was doing that. I just looked it up as you were talking. That's what it looked
okay. Yeah, I probably looked them up too. And then of course my adventures with Superman season 3. I've been watching that, so definitely can't wait. I know that's animated. The Bat Family, that looks definitely gonna be animated. You already can tell. And man, this is a show right here, Batman Cape Crusader season 2. I cannot wait till that comes out. Did y'all watch the first season?
Yeah, it was pretty dope. It was a good
I
first
liked
season.
it. Yeah, I liked it, man. And then the Bat Wheels. I know this is for the kids right here.
Yes,
the Bat Wheels. Yeah,
very entertaining if you actually watch it. It's it literally like every aspect of the motorcycles to the helicopter to the Batmobile. They pretty much, it's like cars. It's cars with Batman. There you go.
Yeah. I seen like a couple of trailers and stuff for it. And Jurassic League. So in other words, Jurassic Park and Justice League did a fusion technique. And there you go. That's gonna be interesting. I wonder that. We definitely know that's gonna be animated.
What?
So out of all these shows, fellas, man, what shows kind of stand out to you? You think might be interesting? We'll start with you, Big J.
Probably the Superman and the Green Lantern. Also, like I said, the Batman, the spinoff could be interesting. Like I said, if it's based on the Matt Reeves stuff, I am interested to see James Gunn's take on Batman, because I heard him in an interview recently saying that he wants to make sure he does it right because he feels that Batman is the most important of all their properties. So I just want to see kind of what he does with it.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, BA?
Me personally, definitely for Batman for the Aztec joint. I love when he goes back in time, and not necessarily goes back in time, but does his time period pieces. Status Shock for obvious reasons, and I'm looking at Starfire. I just want to know if they stick with the Titans version, not necessarily the same actress, but do they cast her as a black woman trying to do that because there isn't any black women kind of representation in DC. So I don't know if they're going to continue that aspect of it, and if they do, then it'd be nice to see. I don't necessarily need them to race change everybody, but I wouldn't be mad at Starfire. She's an alien. That works some kind of way.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now, BA. I think I
Are you,
have seen this.
are you talking about the actress from the Titans TV show?
Yeah, I don't necessarily need Anna Diop. I think that's her name, something close to that.
Wait, I thought so. It's not animated.
I don't know. I was just saying, just the race change
okay.
of it. That's all I'm saying. I was just thinking that maybe they might continue with that because there is no other really. Maybe Vixen, but they don't necessarily promote her too much on any of these things. So,
bro, this look fire, man.
You look at Batman.
Yeah,
that's what I say. It look dope.
Wow, I can't wait till this come out. Suppose they're saying it's a film.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hey, I'm for it.
Me too. I like this. Oh, okay, so it's called Aztec Batman Clash of Empires. Okay.
So that was a Spanish version of that, I guess. And it
yes, because I don't know what that word. What those words?
Imperios would be empires, yeah.
Yeah, I feel say that's why I didn't know what that was on there. So on here it has the English version of Clash of Empires. Yeah, this look fire, bro. I can't wait till they come out. Batman Cape Crusader. I can't wait for season 2 to come out. I hope they continue to keep it grounded though. Like, cause I know they had that one episode with the Gentleman Ghost, which I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it was gonna be kind of like some Scooby Doo stuff where like he's not really a ghost. It's a guy kind of acting like a ghost and got like some kind of like effects or something like that. But he actually was a ghost. I don't want them to go that far. I want them to kind of keep it grounded how they had it, man. I like the whole tone of the whole Batman Cape Crusader. I'm with you though. The Superman and Green Lantern. I kind of want to see what their take is on Green Lantern, because if they do Green Lantern, it probably be a matter of time we start seeing My Adventure with Flash or something. Or supposedly they said they're not gonna have Batman in Superman season 3. They already kind of the creators already talked about that already because people been asking. Now with season 3, and they also mentioned Gotham in the show. They were like, "So is Batman gonna show up?" And they were like, "No, not." They'll have Batman in the show. They said they're not saying no, he's not gonna be in the show at any point. But like in season 3, he's not going to be in the show. So, but then they have the My Adventure with Green Lantern, and then BA, you'll be happy to hear. I do want to see Teen Titans Go season 10, bro. I like Teen Titans Go, man. It's a funny little show. I kind of wish they brought back the original Titans though, the original Teen Titans show, but
they don't forget them. They have made appearances on that version.
Yeah, they have. They did on the Did you see the what in the movie? Where they did like a crossover with them in all different iterations of the Teen Titans.
A part of this? Did they have like a 3-part series or something? I don't know.
Something like I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I saw that
they
too.
They went behind the scenes and they were talking to the writers and everything too. Like Teen Titans Go. They went a lot of places in that series.
It was a movie. It was Teen Titan Go versus Teen Titans. Remember?
There you go. All right,
that's what it was. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find that on Max. What? That's on Max. But yeah, that was on there. I remember they had the different versions of the Teen Titans and stuff. They even had the original Teen Titans from the old comics back in the '80s when Nightwing had that collar on his shirt, on his suit. He had all that on.
Turtles did the same thing. They brought in all the different versions of it. I love when they can pay homage to that in a sense. Like we ain't forget about the ones that paved the way till we get to this point. So I love it. I love when they do stuff like that.
Facts, me too, bro. Let's see. Oh, let me ask y'all one more question. Are we gonna get a Static Shock movie or show?
We get an animated movie.
I think it's probably I think they're gonna do a movie. I think they finally gonna do a movie. I think James Gunn's the kind of type that would actually make it a movie.
Another question: is it gonna be part of DCU?
I think so.
If they go full fledged with a real movie, I think it will be.
Okay, that's what I want to know, because I mean, people are asking James Gunn about these people, man. They're like, yo, we got to get a Static something. And I told y'all a couple shows ago, I said, man, the creators of Milestone came out on, I think it was DC Fandom, and was talking about them getting ready to start projects involving the Milestone Dakotaverse characters. So I hope we do, man. I think everybody want to see Static Shock back, man. All right, let's see what we got up here, y'all. This is the DC main timeline right here. So, of course, we got Superman coming out in about a week and a half. We got Supergirl, Creature Commando season 2, Wonder Woman, Clayface, Waller. I'm hearing some stuff about Waller, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Paradise Island. That, of course, that's going to be the prequel to Wonder Woman. I think this is going to be some year, like some, probably, what was it, like 1,000 years, something like that, before she's born or whatever. Now I didn't know they were coming out with a boost of gold or anything, but I'm here for it. The Authority. James Gunn shelved that, so chances are they probably not. Yeah, he shelved it. He said they can't. He can't really come up with a great idea for the Authority that'll make sense in his universe. What he said out of his own mouth. So
isn't that why they introduced the engineer? I thought they introduced the engineer to set that up.
Remember when the original plan, when he first came out and laid out what they were going to do, the Authority was a movie that they were going to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, because from what I heard originally, they were going to have the engineer
and somebody else, another one.
I think it was Midnighter, and I think I heard Midnight and Apollo was supposed to be in there too, but then of course they ended up changing it. Now it's just the engineer, because her being in Superman was supposed to technically introduce the Authority, kind of give you a look into the Authority or whatever, because Authority is supposed to play like I don't know if y'all read the story, the Kingdom Come storyline in DC. It's supposed to be kind of like that. Superman then supposed to be like that, kind of like that new up and coming superheroes, and the Authority then was supposed to be kind of like the old DC heroes or whatever. And so they're supposed to be like, kind of clashing because of the ideas and ideals and all that stuff. So he said that they couldn't really come up with an idea for the Authority, which I told, because me and Cuz was talking about this, and I was like, I don't know how you explain them in that way, because like the Authority are like a superhero sanctioned group with the government. Like the government sends them out to do these this stuff or whatever. And so I was trying to figure out how they would explain that amongst all these other like heroes and how they function or whatever. But yeah, he said he doesn't have any idea for it, so that's why he kind of
understand that one, because you said it's like an older I thought that like an older version of the Justice League was the Justice Society.
Well, no. I'm saying like, okay, so not necessarily older, like their ideas are different, so they were gonna have like ideal clashes. Compared to in Kingdom Come, it was like Superman then were the older superheroes, and then he had like Magog and all them were like the new age superheroes coming up. And so they kind of class. They're kind of play off of Kingdom Come, which is why you see Superman with that S, and you see some sensibilities of James Gunn talked about it too. He took a little bit of some of the sensibilities from Kingdom Come and put it in this movie or whatever. So that's what his original idea was. You got these heroes starting to come up. Remember, Superman been around for 3 years or whatever. Batman still kind of the shadows. He's a rumor right now, so nobody really knows he's really out there like that. John Stewart's just now coming to his own and all that stuff. So they were like the newer heroes. The Authority were kind of like these guys that the government actually put into place, and so they had the ideals clash. That's what his original idea. But I guess he's stepping away from that. That's where the idea of gods and monsters came from. So I kind of wish he would go back to some of that or whatever. Like, what I'm saying? Like I said, what's the boy name? Apollo and Midnighter, bring some of those guys in and let them kind of be an antagonist or something like that in some of these, in the whole overall story or whatever. But he said he didn't have an idea, so we'll have to see how that goes. But we already know Lantern's coming out. That comes out at the end of this year, right? That this year? No, that's.
I thought it's already in production, so I thought.
Okay, next year then. So it's probably next year. And then we got next Batman Brave and the Bold. I don't think they're keeping that name, but okay.
No, they're not.
Peacemakers. Oh, we can say PJ.
No, so Lanterns is 20. So it's coming to next summer.
Yeah, 2026. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this same time next year.
Yep.
Okay, it's not bad. I don't know why I thought it was coming out like in December or something. But like you said, I think he just finished production, so I guess that do make sense. Peacemaker season 2 that comes out next month. I think the beginning of August, so I can't wait for that. Teen Titans, we've been hearing about that. It's been rumors. I don't know how far they got along with the production or whatever, or the idea of what they're gonna do with that, because we haven't heard anything about a script being finished. So I don't know how that's gonna work. Mr. Miracle. I don't know if y'all saw the poster for this or like the little thumbnail for this. Yeah, so it's gonna be animated. It's gonna have Mr. Miracle, Barter, all of them in there, And I don't know how deep into his lore they're gonna dig into, because he got tortured a lot as a kid, which is how he became who he became. On the Planet Apocalypse stuff. So I don't know how deep into that they're gonna. I don't know the tone and all that stuff. So it looks like it was kind of kiddie from the pictures I saw, but it could be deceiving. Swamp Thing is another one. Swamp Thing, right now they kind of have it on hold. James Mangold is still attached to it technically, but they kind of have it on hold right now because James Mangold has been so busy. Dynamic Duo, I think I've seen a couple pictures for that. And then, of course, y'all, we just talked about, Deathstroke and Bane. We talked about that a couple shows ago. And then they're coming out with a Blue Beetle animated show. Yeah, animated show, yeah. I kind of hope it was a live action, but yeah.
Okay.
What you say, BA?
Might be too soon for the live action Blue Beetle.
No, that's kind of what I was thinking. I'll say that was the Deathstroke and Bane. I would actually love to see that. But the Blue Beetle, yeah, it almost has to be, right? It has to be animated.
Unless they bringing that guy back, because it'd be too weird to do a reboot.
Well, yeah.
Within a
So
year.
I remember James Gunn said a while back. He said, so technically Superman is the beginning of the DCU, but Blue Beetle was the first character of the DCU. Which I guess he was saying he's bringing that guy back to play Blue Beetle in the DCU. So I don't know. Maybe things change. I don't know. But that's animated though.
Well, because remember, like we were saying though, if he's saying that in Superman they're going to establish that metahumans have been around for 300 years, the Blue Beetle movie didn't have that feel to it. Like it didn't seem like that was the same world,
Yeah, it was a good way to say if this thing sells. Yeah, that's a part of it.
Yeah. They had it out.
We decided to go a different direction.
Yeah, exactly. They had it out already built. But nothing gonna say about the Waller project. So I'm hearing a lot of stuff on Waller. I'm hearing they were talking about renaming it to Checkmate. It was something else I think I heard. I know one Suicide Squad. They weren't gonna be Suicide Squad, but I was listening. It was something else I can't remember. But Checkmate was one of the ideas that I was hearing that they were throwing out that they might name Waller too. But I think James Gunn kind of shot all that down. He said it's gonna be Waller. So they don't have the script or anything finalized. So that's why it's kind of on hold right now. But and I think that's pretty much it out of all of them. But yeah, man, what you looking forward to, BA?
I think Batman related projects. I should say that. I would love to see a Bane. I think Bane needs to be redone.
Yes.
He's a menace, and he definitely got undervalued so far. Brave and the Bold, clearly Teen Titans. You can't have Brave and the Bold and not mention Nightwing, like the first Robin, some kind of way. So that might lead into Teen Titans. And then you can't skip Brave and the Bold because, like, well, Nightwing, where did you learn skills from? Oh, this other guy that we're not going to talk about because he didn't have a movie yet. So one guy, they got to kind of do the same thing. And honestly, I'm a huge Peacemaker fan, probably because John Cena got me into it first and foremost. So I was going to watch it on the strength of John Cena, but they actually turned out to be one hell of a first season. So definitely looking forward towards season 2. And to spin off of that, is Viola Davis still being Waller?
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Yep, no doubt.
Yes. What about you, Big J?
I know he only likes Peacemaker because he does that whole dance, the intro dance before every show. I understand.
I can pass on that. Oh. That we can skip that.
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you doing the thing.
No, sir. No, sir.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. After that first time I watched, I did skip it too late. Okay,
this is funny.
No more. Don't need to say it no more.
Look at you. So of course I'm ready to see Superman, Supergirl, Creature Commando season 2. Clayface, I keep hearing stuff. Like I said, they're talking about. I heard some more information on that one today. They were saying that with Clayface, James Gunn was saying that it's going to be delving into how actors are dealing with AI coming in and basically.
Yeah, I recently heard that too. Correct.
So yeah, the actors kind of were having to deal with AI being able to compete against that for jobs, and how the lengths that somebody would go to be able to fight. And so that deals with him taking whatever, the chemical or whatever to make sure he can change and morph his face and body and everything.
So is this a origin?
I think so.
Okay. Okay.
But they also talk about it might have some body horror and all that. So, like I said, it could be because they said it's supposed to be rated R. So it could be interesting.
Yeah, he said he got the idea kind of like from like The Fly, Jeff
Mm-hmm.
Goldblum. So yeah, I mean, I guess.
And then
Wait to
Peacemaker
see.
2. Yeah, all like I said, I'm definitely I'm down to see Peacemaker and I think it's supposed to come out right after Superman because just like it's supposed to pick up I think a couple of months right after Superman ends,
Mhm.
they're gonna pick right back up because that's why they had Hawk Girl and Guy Gardner in the trailer.
Spoiler alert: they don't die. No, I'm with you, man. The one movie I didn't even name, Swamp Thing, bro.
Oh yeah,
James Mangold is directing Swamp Thing, y'all. Yeah,
okay.
I hate they put this on the shelf right now. Like I said, they said it because he's kind of busy right now, but bro, James Mangold with Swamp Thing, that's $1 billion film, fellas. No, I'm joking, but
It's not, but it could be good though. It could be good.
yeah, it should
$50,
be good, yeah.
It's
$50
not going to
film.
the greatness of it, but that's not going to do a bill.
So we know
No,
it's gonna get Rails money, and then besides that, the other three
bro,
people,
my wallet going over there right now, bro. What you talking about?
he gonna buy the
Uh,
bucket and everything, the popcorn bucket for Swamp.
Ooh, that bug gonna be crazy, boy. That bug gonna
Well,
be crazy.
I guess the good thing about Swamp Thing is I don't think, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, it doesn't need another movie to make that movie like pop. It's his own
No,
entity in a
own
sense,
thing.
so it can
Yeah.
come out at any time and it'd be like, hey, this is just Swamp Thing, and let's go watch it in a sense.
Yeah, so he said that too. He was like, it's in the DCU technically, but he said the story is not connected to anything. Like you just said, it's his own thing. Just you
There
can
you
go
go.
in and enjoy it for what it is or whatever. So yeah. Lanterns, I'm definitely interested to see Lanterns. All we said was a picture of Hal Jordan and John walking down the street. So
I saw
definitely
that.
want to
Yeah.
see that. Yeah. Of course, Superman. We're gonna see that next week. Uh yeah, Peacemaker. What man, don't correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Is that early August? I feel like that's like
I
early
think
August.
so. I believe so.
Okay, so we're not that well, we just started in July. And then of course Batman Brave and the Bold. I just want to see, like you said earlier, Big J, I want to see James Gunn's take on how he's gonna do Batman, because right now he said that's like his hardest project right now, because he's trying to find a certain balance where it's his own unique character without copying anything else that is performed or whatever. So that's gonna be interesting, man.
Two things
And
real
hell
quick.
yeah, one more thing, Deathstroke and Bane. But go ahead.
Peacemaker late August 21st.
Oh man.
And the thing about Batman is that's actually James Gunn's favorite character. So
What you trying to say? What you trying to say?
I said, yo, as soon as I heard favorite character, I said, so
Mhm.
whenever it does come out, he put his all into it and pause, and I'm take my money.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say you think he's gonna direct it.
I don't see why not.
Probably.
He can still do it. You know,
Yeah, he could definitely still do it. I told Cuz. Yeah, because I told Cuz before. I'm telling you, I don't think what's the boy name? Andy Muschietti. I don't think he's directing that movie, bro. I don't think he's directing that movie because so far, technically he's still attached, but it's been a lot of signs that's pointing to where I don't think he's going to direct that movie. And like you said, this Superman's a very important project. Batman's a very important project. I think he'll give Wonder Woman to somebody to direct, but I think I got a feeling it definitely. I don't think it's gonna be Andy Muschietti for sure. But man, I would not be surprised. Like you just said, BA, I would not be surprised if it's James Gunn directing that movie, bro.
No, Red, was that you that said that when they first offered him Superman, that's when he turned DC down. But he was like, if they would offer me Batman, I'd have took it.
So he said they offered Superman. Well, yeah, they offered Superman. Then they offered him DC. Mm-hmm. He turned both of them down because he said he didn't have any ideas how to what to do with Superman. And then, of course, DC, he didn't want to run a whole entire studio by himself. Then later on, he said him and Peter Safran was talking, and that's when he came with the idea. He's like, yo, look, I'll run DC if you let him run it with me. And so that's when he ended up doing it. And then he said, man, they got to putting their pieces together and all that stuff, coming with ideas what they were going to do. Then he said when it hit him with the idea of Superman. And so matter of fact, I was watching the interview of his today, and he said what he did was just take pieces out of other, not just comics, but other mediums like the movies and television shows and stuff. He said because he took, for example, the Lex. Remember, it's Lex Corp in the comics and all that stuff, right? And in the shows and stuff. But I think he said Smallville, it's Luthor Corp. Mm-hmm. That's where he got the idea of Luthor Corp from, was Smallville. And it's like I said, he just took bits and pieces. Like I said, the All-Star Superman, Kingdom Come, Superman for All Seasons, the original run of Superman back in the golden era. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff, bro. Like he took a lot of pieces out of those the different medias and made this movie. And you can see it in the different, like clips and trailer and all that stuff. You can actually see it. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, I'm trying to think. He said somebody gave him Batman.
No,
So
so it must have been in one of the interviews I saw him have then, because I was watching an interview that he did with him and Nicholas Hoult and the woman that played the engineer and somebody else, where I think he said that on they first approached him with Superman and he turned it down, but he said if they would have came with him with Batman, he said he would.
That's what it was. Yeah, you're right. I heard that too. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, he did. He said if they came in with Batman, he definitely would have. He said that's his favorite character.
Yeah.
So that would have been interesting.
So I don't think he's giving that one away.
Do you think he's gonna do it?
I'm sure he probably will. Why would you? I mean, that's what he was saying. Though, that's the beauty of him being the studio head, is he gets to pick which ones that he could take. As well as a creative, he can pick which ones he does, and then give the other ones away, but still have oversight. But here you go, because like Kevin Feige produces, but he don't direct anything or write.
Yeah, he don't direct. Yeah, I agree, because that's just because when Kevin Feige, before he became what we became, he was actually a producer of movies and stuff like that. So that was his job. Like you said, James Gunn was a director. That's his job. So he can, you can direct whatever you want, man.
Fall back.
Exactly.
I got this.
Oh yeah, you wilding right now, bro. I got it. Don't worry about it, bro. I hope he do direct Brave and the Bold. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I hope he do. But yeah, that's the movies that's supposed to be coming out, or movies we kind of heard rumors about and all that stuff, y'all. So let's see what we got next, fellas. All right, man, check this out. So between these characters, who is the best legacy character? So this is what I want y'all to do. You can pick your first one or whatever. I want y'all to rank these. All right. I'm gonna start with you, Big J. Who's the best legacy character?
I would go with the Miles first.
You should have said Ironheart. You're wrong. Go ahead.
Well, being that she ain't on here, I'm gonna go Miles first. Ironheart is S tier, and then
doing that, huh? Okay.
Yeah, Miles is A tier. Terry, I would say, is B, and then I would probably give it to that's Wally, right?
Yeah, Wally.
Yeah, so Wally C, and then Jonathan the D.
Okay. Okay. What you got, BA?
All right. So the best one would be Miles.
Okay.
The second one, Terry. Third, Superboy.
Over Wally? Okay.
I hold on now. Hold on.
Yeah, I better go ahead.
And then Wally last. However, out of who can contend with the original, it'll be Wally number one.
Yes.
Wally can contend with Flash with no problem. The other one struggle.
So I'm gonna say, and like I say, I tell folks all the time, the derivative characters are not my favorite. I always like the original. Barry West. I say Barry West. Barry Allen is my favorite Flash. But listen, you cannot tell a whole segment of fans, bro, who the Flash is, bro. They will tell you in a heartbeat is Wally West. That's why I said Wally West got to be number one. That dude took over the Flash, and people want him to stay the Flash. Like, he is the Flash in everybody's eyes. No matter how many times they done brought Barry Allen back and implemented him in all these stories, in a lot of people's eyes is Wally West. And it's not just because of the comic or the cartoon or whatever. From the comic book, people automatically assume that it's Wally West as a Flash. So I got him number one. This is where it's gonna get tough for me between Batman and Spider-Man. I'm gonna say Miles number two. Because, a lot of kind of like how Wally's looked at, I think a lot of people kind of favor Miles over Peter. Yeah, so I don't really know a lot of people that favors Terry over Bruce. I don't know anybody like that. So, but he is a more popular legacy character, especially with his comic book run here recently and stuff. So I'm put him third, and then of course Jonathan. Jonathan ain't been around long enough, so that's why I kind of put him last. But yeah, so I got Wally, Miles, Terry, and then Jonathan. So, all right, y'all see what this last one here is, y'all. Check this out. Whose arch nemesis was the biggest hater? All right. You got Joker the Batman, Lex Luthor the Superman. You got Sinestro to Hal Jordan. You got Reverse Flash, of course, Flash. Black Manta to Aquaman, and then Black Adam to Shazam. So you got to rank these two, put them in order. What you got, BA?
I wasn't thinking about order, so I will take time to think. I will. I'll just flow off of it then.
Who got number one?
Without a shadow of a doubt, Reverse Flash. No question.
My God.
No question.
I can't argue with you on that. I can't argue with
you. Yeah, for what he did, the fact that you needed Barry Allen to stay alive, so you killed the mom, and then framed the father, and in his own life killed his brother, and then act like he didn't exist. Killed his fiance, his love interest fiance, and then went back in time and shook her to the point where she was brain damage.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this dude is a different level of sick, bro. So yes, he got his own class. S tier. Boom, right there. I the Joker got a lot of bodies, man. So I'll put Joker next. I'll put Lex Luthor close after that.
Okay.
Sinestro, I got love for him. I think his plight is a little different. I think he just wants what he wants. He doesn't like the fact that he got ousted and things like that. So I can understand his plight. I can understand Black Adam's plight. I can understand why he's pissed off and things like that. If you feel like, somebody that you hold dear chose somebody else when you think that you should be the chosen one, so on and so forth, whatever you want to call it. I can understand that. Black Manta, though. For him killing that baby, that dude, that's and then bring it back up later, like, yo, how's the wife and kid? Like, that's sick, and I gotta put him there. So, Reverse, Joker, Lex, Black, Sinestro, Black Adam.
Okay. What you got, Big J?
I was gonna give it to Eobard first. I agree that Eobard is the biggest hater. Now, see, I took it different. I took it to mean like actual hater, not just who's the most evil. So, because I think he's the biggest hater.
Yes, he is.
Then I would probably say either Lex or Black Adam is right after him as far as just hating on Superman and hating on their enemy.
Black Adam like that?
Huh?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
See, I don't see Joker as a hater. I think Joker's just crazy.
He's just crazy.
He's fixated on Batman. He doesn't hate Batman. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's the same thing with Sinestro. Sinestro doesn't hate Hal Jordan. His whole thing was he was trying to transform the Lantern Corps to make him a little bit more radicalized. So that's why he, did like the whole Sinestro Corps and the Sinestro War. To basically he wanted to change it to where the Green Lantern Corps could kill, because remember they wouldn't let him kill before that. So now they had the ability to actually kill. And he thought it would make them, I guess, either more intense or more, effective in their role as intergalactic police. And then Black Manta, like I said, he should probably be higher. But like I said, I don't think Sinestro, Joker are really haters. But I would probably say, so in order, probably Reverse Flash, Lex, Manta, and then Adam. And then those two are just sitting there.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Big J, on that too. I said the same thing. Reverse Flash number one. I think everybody agree with that. That dude, he went out his way, literally out his way to mess this man's life up. Like you said, Lex and Black Manta are both like a close second, because a lot of people don't know, man. Black Manta hates with a passion. Hates Aquaman, bro. Like, wants to see this dude, like you said, killing babies, all that stuff, bro. Like, he's caused damage to Atlantis just to get back at Aquaman, all that stuff, bro. So I'm gonna probably put him a close third behind Lex. So okay, so Black Adam like hates Shazam like that.
I think he hates the fact that he's looked upon as
The new chosen one.
the new champion,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he feels that he's the superior champion. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll give you that one then. Okay, so
But he
yeah,
don't
he'll
hate
be
Billy
more.
though.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think he hates him like that. Like
I think he
Reverse Flash
resents.
hates Flash.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
no, yeah. But I'm saying I think he resents. You know what I'm saying? He
resents him.
resents the
Okay,
fact that, yeah. And like I
okay.
said, if we talking about haters, I'm thinking about
Yeah,
like hater, play haters
because
wrong
he
type
hates
haters.
him more than closer to hating Shazam than like you said Sinestro and Joker. Like Joker's fascinated with Batman.
Hmm.
Like you remember in the Dark Knight Returns, he kind of put his own self out of commission until Batman came back and he was like, oh, he back? Then he became Joker again. You know what I'm saying? Like he feels like he can't go on without Batman. That's why a lot of times he didn't kill Batman. Because for
Yeah,
one, he already knew he was gonna escape or whatever, and
No.
he needs him to be his yin to his yang or whatever.
yeah.
The thin line between love and hate. Tell that to Jason Todd. Tell
Man.
that.
Okay, but
Tell
see,
the
Jason
fact
Todd
that
is
he
not
doesn't
Batman.
hate Batman to Jason Todd. Tell him that.
Hold on, I think he did more of that though, be able to kind of get his attention type thing.
Mhm.
Like that was like this dude, like he's insane. Yes, he's insane. I think he do a lot of that to kind of get his attention, man. Watch he had, like he remember he had the Joker fish and all that type of stuff. Like he do these crazy pulls just to kind of get, hey Batman, look at me or whatever. Like I think he kind of like that back and forth with Batman.
Understood.
I'm with you with Sinestro. Sinestro, I don't think he hates Hal Jordan. Like I said, I think he just for whatever he stands for. I think he feels like what he stands for. Because is Sinestro like a bad guy? Bad guy?
I think he's more of a means to an end type bad guy, not
Yeah,
necessarily bad for the sake of being bad.
Militant.
like
He's a militant.
yeah,
Dude.
Yeah,
like he'd be kind of closer to like a anti-hero. I'm not saying anti-hero people. I don't want y'all to kill me. I'm just saying
see,
he's kind of
yeah,
close to kind of like you said. He just feels like what he's doing, what the Guardians had him doing is not working. So he's kind of like the Punisher. Like when I
I'm about
fix
to
it,
say
I put
Red
him down
Hawk.
permanently.
But
That's
go
it.
ahead.
I was thinking Namor, more
Well,
like a Namor. That he,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like he
yeah,
had,
yeah. Namor,
yeah,
yeah, Red Hulk, Namor, yeah, those good ones. Because Namor's
So
not really I know people look at him like a bad guy because of how he kind of comes off or whatever, Pauls, but he's a good guy. He just kind of rough around the edges or whatever, like a Guy Gardner, I guess.
I got one that's not on him.
okay.
What you got?
As much as you see him, as much as you hear about him, he doesn't get the love, especially in movies, especially the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Sabretooth and Wolverine.
Oh yeah. Well, see, I
When he
guess we
did
know.
the happy birthday with his son's dead body and all that stuff, like that's a different. Just when you
Does Sabretooth hate Wolverine like that though?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He loves torturing
every year,
Wolverine.
every
Okay.
year, you think that I forgot about you. I'm going to show up on your birthday.
Oh
For
yeah,
hundreds, everybody else is within a lifetime. We got to think about that too. Everyone else is within a regular lifetime, minus Reverse Flash and all that he can do. Sabretooth Wolverine lived for hundreds of years.
Mm-hmm.
So this dates back a long time. So the fact that he had to find Wolverine when there wasn't no GPS location on phones and stuff like that means he plotted like 3 months in advance to go find wherever Wolverine's at just to F up his happy birthday every day, then every year. So I think people forget the sinister level that Sabretooth has. And he did more than just that. Like he makes Wolverine life a living hell, and they don't do enough for that. They don't show that enough.
Oh, you know what? Now that you say that, BA, you know who else they could have added on here? Wonder Woman and Cheetah. She hates Wonder Woman, bro. She hates her. Like every chance she gets, she want to see her dead. So that's another one too. Trying to think of anybody else.
I say Bane over Joker, based off what y'all was saying. Bane cannot stand Batman. Hates the aspect of Bruce Wayne. Hates everything about it.
Yeah, I could see Bane. Yeah,
killed the butler and everything. Like I hate who you are.
Snapped his neck in slow motion. What about Doomsday and Superman? Or was that more instinctual?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's just a killing machine. So I don't,
I think that's. I can't think of anybody else.
Yeah,
That's pretty much it.
Is this a hold up? Besides Safety from is this a DC thing? Like does DC have?
Oh yeah, it is all DC. Yeah, I'm about to say who is in
besides the one I just brought up, like that seemed to be like, is it?
God dang, now you got me thinking.
Well, I think Marvel has better motivations. You know, like theirs are more. There's a reason than just I'm a hater. You know what I mean?
So what about Green Goblin and Spider-Man?
That'll be up there.
You think that's more in the vein like Batman and Joker? Well, no, because he don't like Spider-Man. There's no love-hate thing. He might actually hate Spider-Man.
But it's wild though. Like Marvel really just don't have that disdain for that other person like that.
What about Jigsaw and Punisher? No, I'm more Punisher side. Punisher, yeah, Punisher hate everybody.
No wait, what about Bullseye? Bullseye may be on that level.
Yeah, Bullseye hates. Yeah,
Bullseye hates.
Thaddeus Ross. He hates the Hulk. He hates the Hulk.
Yeah, but I mean, until he became Red Hulk, it wasn't really a thing until he became Red Hulk. Because other than that, it wasn't a competition.
Right.
It was just hating from afar.
He had a Hulk busting tactical.
Can we add Loki and Thor just for like a few centuries?
I think they frenemies. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they.
I don't know, BJ. Early Loki hated Thor, bro.
The animated drink when he channeled the Thor, the Hulk.
Hulk,
and damn near killed. I think he did kill. He sent him to Valhalla. So.
Oh yeah, he sure did. Yeah, he sure did.
But no, it's definitely a DC thing. That they make these rivalries like to the core of who you are.
Red Skull and
I was about to say Red Skull. I was about to say Red Skull.
Yeah, Red Skull hates Captain America.
Yeah, well, because he got the imperfect formula too. But
yeah,
he
got that doctor kill.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, there's a few of them here, y'all. So if y'all got any ideas of who the biggest hater in y'all opinion is, it could be DC, Marvel, Image, Variant, whoever y'all want to say, man. You got any ideas, man? Let us know. Go in the comment section. Let us know who is the biggest hater in the whole wide world.
Div.
Shredder.
Yeah, definitely Div. Yeah, Shredder's a hater too. But yeah, man.
He's a Shredder.
Hey, he hated my Splinter. Well, his master, I guess you could say, Amato Yoshi. But yeah, let's go ahead and show some love, man, to Playback.
Thank you to our friends over at Playback for this segment. Pause. If you're tired of the national media and the annoying ways they sometimes cover sports and other events, give the Glow Sun Production channel on Playback a try. We cover new and old school basketball, wrestling, and geek culture. And just recently, we've added boxing, mixed martial arts, anime, and even video gaming. So if you have time in your busy day, give our channel on Playback a look and check out some of our replays while you're at it. Another special shout out to our favorite at Playback. Back to the show.
Yes, sir, man. Let's get to some of these questions real quick. Oh, got Bro Law in the building, man. Shout out to my brother-in-law. He said, "What up, fellas? What up, Bro Law?" And then he said, "What happened to Terry McGinnis? I used to watch Batman Beyond growing up." Big J, you probably correct me if I'm wrong. Is this around a time where toys influence if shows continue?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's probably what happened. And to be honest with you too, Bro Law, I think later on with Batman Beyond, their topics and stuff were kind of gearing a little bit more towards adults. Not saying like it was like rated R or nothing, but some of the topics it was kind of gearing a little bit more towards adults. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they figured that hey, it's not really selling toys and it's not gearing towards children as much anymore. You know, but he do got a nice little comic run though.
I think the problem with him is the fact that you can never see him with
this Batman,
the original Batman. For that when that slide came up, everyone else worked with their current, so you can see like, oh, okay, you can kind of compare. You can't unless he finds some alternate way to come back and see a young Batman, which I think would be dope. But yeah,
I don't know if y'all read the Batman White Knight story run. They have one where like Batman's a little bit older. He's still Batman. He's a little bit older, but he gave a young Terry McGinnis his suit. So they are crossing over in that the White Knight universe, whatever. I don't know what number that is, but yeah, that universe. I read that comic book. That's when Batman, I think he's dating Harley Quinn or something like that because Joker had died, and I'm trying to think what happened in that story. No, Joker was still alive. He's still alive. I think he was running for like mayor or something like that. Unless I'm getting my stories crossed, because they did have different stories within that universe. But yeah, in that universe, Terry McGinnis and Batman did cross over. Cause Bruce had the white hair and everything. He was still Batman though. Check this out. You joking about Shredder? I think you're right about him being the biggest hater. Yeah. Like I said, he hate the Turtles too. But yeah, he's definitely on that list of haters. But yeah, man. Y'all got anything, man? Y'all want to add, man, before we roll? Oh, matter of fact, man, when y'all watching Jurassic Park? Yeah.
I got tickets for Thursday, so I'll be watching it Thursday.
Copying off me. Okay. What about you, BJ? What about you?
Probably the weekend.
Ah, man. So no spoiler review then. I'm gonna try to talk my wife into going to see it Thursday. She wants to wait because well, no, I can't watch Thursday. I guess we can't do it because hope we take my father-in-law to go watch it too. He loved the Jurassic Park movie, so it's gonna be Saturday for me, BA. We've been that close. I was gonna watch it on. Well, I was gonna watch it Thursday.
We got to do the thing for Ironheart on Saturday.
Yeah, we're doing Ironheart.
What's that? What's Ironheart?
I don't know. Somebody I can't relate to.
Okay.
We doing that show.
It's probably trash.
I watched the first 10 seconds and I couldn't relate. Salam says that DC Elseworld list is official. Like I said, man, there are some things on that list, Salam. Let me go back and look at that real quick, bro. There are some things on that list that are official. So, of course, Batman Part 2. I don't know about the Elseworld thing. That's what it was, Big J. It was the Joker. They were gonna do it. What's his name? Barry Keoghan or whatever his name, the dude that played the Joker. Yeah, that was the rumor. He's supposed to be in the spinoff, but that's not confirmed. So the only thing I know for a fact, Salam, is the Green Lantern show, the My Vicious Superman, the Batman Aztec movie or show of I don't know what it is. Cape Crusader, Teen Titans. I think Teen Titans Go is confirmed, and I think Starfire is confirmed. So those are the only ones I think that's confirmed on this list.
Barry Keoghan gonna be my age by the time that movie come out, though. So,
hey, you already doing that Beatles movie? We'll be doing the Beatles. We're doing each individual Beatles origin movie.
Oh, I
don't know if you heard about that.
No. So let me ask you. Good. Oh, not gonna say so. Okay. Is Batman is the Batman 2 gonna come out before Eternals 2? Do we know that for sure?
Oh man, I mean I don't even know. I don't even know they're doing Eternal 2. We don't even know if Eternal's going to even be in.
No, they said they are not doing Eternals 2.
So we don't get to find out what happened to Star Fox and Pip. You know what I'm saying?
That don't mean they might be in other movies.
I don't think it's Secret Wars, man. We gotta wrap that up. Let's wrap it up. Salam said Reverse Flash is the biggest hater easily. Yeah, that's what we said. That dude literally put Barry through hell.
Like, I remember this one joint where he was playing baseball and he moved his and it moved his hand. I was like, yo, that's just hate. It's nothing else but pain right there.
He just going through time, just messing with him as time went on, bro. I'm like, come on, man. What we doing, man? And I think Barry like apologized and everything. He was like, no, it's too late. He's like, bro, like you messing my life up. What are you doing? I'm sorry for whatever I done, whatever it was. I think what did he do? Did he didn't give him like credit or something? That's how it all started or something. It was something like real petty. Like, oh, you didn't give me my props on this save or whatever. Something like that. That's why he ended up flipping out on the Flash. But Salam said I thought Green Lantern show was in the DC. Yeah, the Lantern show is in the DCU. My Adventures with Green Lantern is something else. It's just like My Adventure with Superman. It's not part of the DCU. But I think that's probably it, fellas. But yeah, like, listen, we do appreciate everybody, man, geeking out with your boys once again. We ask that you guys do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button, man, and join us here every Tuesday evening, Saturday morning. Like BA said, we're gonna be doing a Ironheart spoiler discussion on Saturday morning, y'all. So y'all can join us here for that. I'm about to go downstairs right now and start watching it because I think BA and them got a head start on me. So I'm about to go here and watch it right now, man. Hope my wife didn't start watching it without me. But we will be back here, guys, on Saturday morning, y'all. So check us out Saturday morning. Also, Cause we Geek Clips, y'all guys can follow us over there too, guys. Please follow us over there. Help us grow that channel too. We used to have the condensed versions of the show over there on that channel. But so anything else? Oh yeah, PC too, Salon. Listen, guys. With all that being said, man, it is your boy Rel. We got BA, we got Big J. Cuz will be back next Tuesday, y'all. So he'll be back on the show next Tuesday. But with all that being said, y'all stay geeked, and we out.